James Charles has been catching a ton of heat lately, and things are getting messy fast. From ongoing drama with his brand Painted to tension with other creators, people are talking nonstop. And let's just say, it's not in a good way. The internet's buzzing and his reputation hanging by a thread. It's been a minute since Painted was in the spotlight, but here we are again. When James first dropped his brand, it had a rocky start. But once he joined the TikTok shop game, things started looking up for him, at least for a while.
A lot of you guys have noticed that we've been teasing colorful painted sponges, and don't worry, I'm gonna give them to you, but it's not gonna be that easy. We are launching our first ever painted blind boxes. You open up one of these boxes, inside you will get either a red sponge, orange sponge, neon yellow sponge, blue sponge, purple sponge, or...
The face paints totally flopped. No surprise there. But the makeup sponges, those were a hit. Everyone on TikTok was raving about them, and they quickly became one of his best-selling items. But that lucky streak didn't last long. Lately, James has been getting dragged for a new marketing idea that's backfired hard. He's been trying to ride the wave of one of 2025's biggest crazes, lab boo-boos. These mystery-style products had people waiting in crazy long lines, buying them in bulk just to see what version they'd score. Fans were posting their unboxing videos everywhere, turning it into a whole online challenge. The mystery factor had people spending like wild. But now, it's all starting to crumble and the backlash is kicking in fast. People were going wild for these collectible style drops. Everyone had that one color or style they were obsessed with, and they wouldn't stop buying until they either scored it or owned the entire set. It became almost like a game, an expensive one, but people couldn't resist the chase. And it looks like James noticed just how crazy profitable that idea was. He decided to bring the same energy to Painted. Instead of sticking with his usual gray sponge that everyone's already seen 100 times, he switched it up. This time, he launched a line of colorful mystery sponges, each one tucked inside secret boxes to keep buyers guessing. But James didn't stop there. He added a twist that made everyone lose their minds. Hidden among those boxes were a few ultra-rare golden sponges, and whoever found one didn't just score the full sponge collection.
Not add water to this sponge to apply your makeup routine. However, I promise you this is a whole lot cooler because alongside of just your golden sponge, inside of your box, you will also receive a QR code that leads you to a secret page on the Painted site. And there, 6 lucky golden sponge recipients will get to select one of 6 insane prizes.
They also got to pick a special prize. No surprise here, the mystery boxes vanished in record time. Within just 4 minutes, every single one was sold out. And here's where things took a turn for the worse. The real chaos started when people in the UK began receiving their Painted mystery sponge orders and filming their unboxings. At first, everything looked normal, but as they started tearing open box after box, it became obvious something was seriously off. Instead of getting a mix of colors like everyone expected, every single sponge was the exact same color. And this wasn't just one unlucky customer, it was happening to everyone. One video after another started popping up, all showing the same issue. UK customers were posting proof, flooding Painted's comment section with photos of their identical sponges and frustrated captions like, "I received all 3 red."
I know a lot of you guys are super upset. Trust me, I am too. I have literally been on the phone all morning long trying to figure out what the happened here, so I'm now coming to you with an explanation and a solution. At the end of the manufacturing process, when all 6 colors are boxed, they then get mixed and shuffled and randomized all around so that the blind box...
This is a joke. And UK orders have been all messed up, I could cry. Some even joked, meanwhile, in the UK, showing stacks of the same color piled up like a red sponge army. Now, even though the sponges technically worked fine, buyers weren't happy at all. The whole point of the mystery boxes was the excitement of discovering new colors and maybe even landing that golden sponge. But with every sponge being the same, the thrill was gone, and fans started worrying that this glitch also ruined their chances at winning the gold one. One frustrated buyer summed it up perfectly saying, "Everyone in the UK has been messed up, which gives us an unfair chance on the gold one. I think the only chance to get gold was to buy 1 box." The comments kept piling up and the anger just kept growing.
These were literally getting loaded onto a boat about to get shipped over to our warehouse in California, and I made my manufacturer take them off and unbox every single sponge and put them all into the blind box packaging. I know it was crazy, but I believed in the idea. At the same time, I hired a prop maker to make all the golden sponges here in LA. The problem is these arrived to my warehouse before these did, so my team over there put these into the only boxes they have.
People felt cheated and James had a serious mess on his hands. It was pure chaos, an absolute disaster for Painted. Practically everyone in the UK who ordered was hit by the same problem, and people had every right to be mad. To make matters worse, some unlucky buyers weren't even getting the popular colors. They were stuck with all yellow, which quickly became known online as the most hated shade. The comment sections were flooded with frustrated posts, and James couldn't ignore it anymore. He eventually jumped into the conversation.
Boxes are actually blind. Well, unfortunately, for some reason, that mixing and randomization process did not happen with only the shipment that was sent over to the UK. A whole shipment of red sponges, a separate of orange, a separate box of chartreuse, blue, purple, pink, when it was supposed to be several different boxes already mixed together. And of course, they can't open up the blind boxes to see the colors inside or it would mess up the packaging. So when we launched, they did.
Replying directly to a few viral TikToks that were racking up tons of views. In one, he commented under a fan's post, writing, "Queen of Purple, so sorry. We posted a video addressing this and we'll have new ones sent soon." In another, he added, "Just posted a video addressing this. We're so sorry." At least he was trying to calm things down, but by then, the damage was already done. Soon after, James uploaded an official video on the Painted UK TikTok page explaining what went wrong.
Affected about 500 of our customers. The second that the next shipment comes in, I am automatically going to send out the same number of sponges that you originally ordered, but actually
He said there had been a major mix-up in how the sponges were sorted before being sent to the UK.
randomized this time. Comments from people that are concerned that because of this mistake, it took them out of the running to receive a golden sponge, and I promise you that is not the case. The mixing of the blind boxes and the golden sponge winner selection happened completely separately in order to keep everything fair. However, when we send out those 500 replacement packages in a couple of weeks, I'm going to randomly put in 2 golden sponges.
According to him, the UK distribution team was brand new and trying to ship everything out quickly, but the boxes they received arrived unsorted. They had no clue the colors weren't properly mixed. James promised to make things right. He said everyone affected would get a brand new shipment of sponges at no extra cost and could even keep their original order. He also made sure to clarify that the golden sponge giveaway wasn't impacted, claiming the process for mixing the mystery boxes and inserting the golden sponges was handled separately. Still, fans weren't entirely convinced. Many felt the explanation didn't add up, and the skepticism just kept growing. At first, it looked like James had finally cleaned up the mess. He owned up to the problem, promised replacements, and fans thought things were finally turning around. Some people in the comments even did the math, estimating the fix could have cost him around $30,000, but honestly, it might have been even more. Sure, it only affected about 500 customers, but those buyers weren't just getting one sponge each. Many had ordered multiple boxes, and every single one needed to be replaced. That's a serious hit to profits, at least on paper. But let's be real, those sponges probably cost next to nothing to make, so it's not like this should have bankrupted him. So that should have been the end of the drama, right? James apologized, said he'd send out new batches, and promised everything was fixed. Well, not exactly. A few weeks later, UK customers started getting their replacement boxes, and they were hyped. This was supposed to be their chance to finally unbox some real mystery colors this time. But when they opened them up, the disappointment hit all over again. The same issue had happened again. Instead of getting a variety of colors, tons of people were once again receiving duplicates, just in different shades. Some posted TikToks saying, "Same thing happened to me. I got 4 oranges." Another person wrote, "Just received my replacement sponges and got 2 S and 1 orange." So far, James hasn't publicly addressed this new wave of complaints, but everyone's wondering, what on earth is causing this problem again? Anyway, that's the latest scoop on all the Painted chaos. What do you guys think is really going on here? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and let me know your take, because this story just keeps getting wilder by the minute.